Oh, hey. So, I was just thinking about the future and stuff like that, and kind of a revelation, I don't know, probably based on other things I've heard, working on some music here, but, you know, it's just thinking about history and thinking about the way things are going, where things are headed. You know, there's always been a kind of, you know, way of leading people and a kind of, you know, way people organize. And it started out with, you know, tribes and kings of tribes, and then we developed, you know, countries and governments, and I guess democracy is probably the height of organized people in the world. But I think I know what the next thing is going to be, and it's sort of based on democracy, but it's not exactly that, because as many people know, corporations and companies are very strong, very powerful, very organized, and based on, you know, what we've kind of done here in America and France and England and other places. They're sort of democracy based, and I see corporations now, even now, you know, the United States government is very powerful, Chinese government considered kind of powerful, but corporations have advantages over them. You don't have to be stuck in a single country. You could be a multinational corporation, and that's good because you basically have no laws. There's laws in certain countries, but if you think about how you would want to operate, say you wanted to get around some kind of, you know, ecological, you know, something with the environment, you want to get around that law, I'm sure you can find some country where it's legal. We've already seen people, you know, get around tax laws, for example, and have Swiss bank accounts, or, you know, stuff in the Caribbean or something like that. So yeah, I see the future as being kind of, you know, corporation run. The companies and the people running the companies and the people that work at the companies kind of being the real power in the world, which is a weird idea to think about, but I see it's going that way. I mean, they've already talked about, you know, purposefully, you know, going after, you know, governments, like real governments, and shrinking them down and taking them over, and they've done this successfully, and like under Bush, for example, the whole domestic spying thing, where, you know, the government doesn't even protect the rights of its own people because of pressures from corporations. So it's not really that hard because they have all the money, and it's the golden rule, you know, the golden rule once again. Whoever has the gold makes the rules, and the government, you know, I guess here in the U.S. they're not able to collect the taxes, they're not able to rein in, you know, the corruption or anything like that. They're totally powerless. So get ready. I think in this century you'll see this new form of power and organization, and it will be the corporations. So I wouldn't try to fight it. I would try to align yourself with them as much as possible. It's just the way it goes. It's just the new way of society. You're just going to have to deal with it. There's no appeal. You know, there's no appealing to the government and writing petitions and all this stuff. That's not going to work, because the power is going to be lying within the corporations, the multinationals, They're the ones that are going to call the shots. They're going to own all the land. They're going to make all the rules. Any previous rules that were made up to try to have a peaceful or just society are just not going to be followed, because you can't have those laws in every country in the world. Trying to spread democracy, we barely have it here. Come on. So let's look forward to that.